Oh my goodness, folks. Ryan Day does it again, landing five-star quarterback from the 2024 recruiting cycle. Julian Sayin from Alabama, quarterback in the portal. What does this mean for Ohio State moving forward? We'll talk about it next. All right, before we talk about Julian Sayin, Ryan Day, the Ohio State Buckeyes, hit that like and subscribe button if you like what we're doing here at Campus 2 Canton. We're trying to get to 3,000 subs, and we don't have the support of those big name companies, those three-lettered companies that you guys all know about. But we do have your guys' support. We appreciate you guys having our back. Any like and subscribe would be appreciated. Let's get to 3,000. Julian Sayin. All right. In the composite, he is the number one quarterback. 24/7 Sports has him as their three. On three has him as their one, Rivals one, and ESPN, I believe, their QB2, which puts him at the QB1 in the composite for the 2024 class. 6'1", 195 out of Carlsbad, California. Pretty good high school career. Okay, folks. I mean, we're talking a very talented passer of the ball. So for me, some of the best mechanics in the class. His entire body just moves in concert whenever he throws the ball. Does very, very good pocket manipulation. I say it's some of the best in the class. There's a couple of players I had graded higher than that, but some of the best in the class. Does a very good job going through his progressions, getting the ball to where it needs to go, and he is extremely accurate and efficient in the short and intermediate parts of the field. Throws with touch, puts it over the linebackers and defenders in the middle of the field, knows how to hit players in stride, throws players open. Now, he does not have, I think, the arm to challenge efficiently down the field. He can throw the ball to all three levels of the field, and he is accurate, but the ball loses some of its velocity going down the field. So when you think of a CJ Stroud type of guy we've had recently in Ohio State's room, he doesn't quite have that kind of velocity to hit those windows down the field, but still is very accurate and does a very good job getting down there. Just to give you guys an idea, last year, his senior year in high school, 75% completion percentage passed for 2,369 yards and a 24-1 touchdown to interception ratio. Absolutely incredible. And right around those same stats every single year in high school, even started as a true freshman, which is what we like to see. But this now becomes a very loaded quarterback room for Ohio State. To bring in Will Howard in the transfer portal. By the way, let's mention real quick, rated Alabama. Caleb Downs, best safety, arguably best defensive player in all of college football from Alabama to Ohio State. They get Seth McLaughlin, the center. I don't know if he'll play center for Ohio State, but regardless, he's in the portal and on his way to Ohio State. Now they get Julian Sayin. But let's specifically talk about the quarterback room. They bring in Will Howard. Still have Devin Brown. Still have Lincoln Kineholz. Nolan committed. Julian Sayin. That is 5 top-end quarterbacks, all 4 or 5 stars. Sorry, Will Howard was not. I apologize. But regardless, Will Howard's likely going to win that job this spring. I don't think they go to the portal and bring him in if they love Devin Brown and Lincoln Kineholz that much. Now, we here at Campus Kent did like Devin Brown, but I think he's shown enough that he's probably not going to be the starting quarterback for the Ohio State University moving forward. If Will Howard wins that job, I think you almost immediately see Devin Brown and Lincoln Kineholz transfer out this spring. I just don't see why either one of them would stay. Now, maybe they will, but we are looking at a room that is very much the Justin Fields, CJ Stroud, Kyle McCord, Quinn Ewers era. Like, it's ridiculous how loaded this room is, and I don't know that Ryan Day will be able to keep all of those guys stay in the room. Regardless, let's say Devin Brown and Lincoln Kineholz stay. One of them stays. I think in 2025, we are looking at a battle that's going to come down to Julian Sayin and Nolan. To me, those are the best two out in the room entirely with what they can do skill set-wise. Will Howard, he's got a lot of playing experience, a veteran. I don't see him losing that job to one of the true freshmen. One of the two freshmen is not going to start. Let's just be honest. And Julian Sayin and Aaron Nolan are the true freshmen. They're not going to start this year. Ryan Day, there's a lot of people calling for his head. They just bring in Bill O'Brien as offensive coordinator. They are going to roll with a veteran and try and get into the playoffs. Let's not say get into the playoffs. They should win the Big Ten with what they have on what they brought back on defense and what they have on offense. So you're likely looking at a battle now between Julian Sayin and Aaron Nolan in 2025. I don't know who's going to win that. Julian Sayin is rated higher for me. He's rated higher in the services. Aaron Nolan comes in at QB6 in the composite QB3. I'm sorry, QB4 for 24/7 Sports. So again, he is a very talented quarterback in his own right, a lefty, also very good at just distributing the ball. Now, he took a massive dive this last season in his senior season. Does play in Georgia for Langston Hughes. He had a 66% completion percentage, just had a little over 2,000 yards this past season as a senior, and a 22-9 touchdown to interception ratio. Left-handed quarterback. Again, coming into last year, very good. I mean, passed for over 4,000 yards, 73% completion percentage, and a 55-4 touchdown to interception ratio. As a junior in 15 games, only played in 11 last year. And I'll be honest, I don't know how much of that is injury related. There was a lot of talks about just what was wrong with him in his down season. But I think it's going to come down to those two. And whoever wins that job is going to be the starter for the next 2 years for the Ohio State University. My thoughts would be it's going to go to Julian Sayin. While I like Aaron Nolan, and I think he does a lot of the same things as Julian Sayin, I just don't think he's better. I think they're very similar prospects, and they're both likely going to be in our tier 2 for our freshman supplemental guide for Campus to Canton. If you want to know what that is, you can check in, click the link below. We play fantasy football on the college football side. When those guys graduate and go on to the NFL, they join your NFL teams. It's one of the more exclusive formats out there. It's extremely fun. It is very encompassing of college and NFL. A lot more strategy, a lot more trade. So that sounds like your kind of cup of tea. Again, hit that link below. But Julian Sayin, I think, is going to end up being the starting quarterback for the Ohio State University come 2025, and I am here for it. They are killing it. We'll see what happens with Lincoln Kienholz and Devin Brown, though. I think those are the two that likely could enter the portal, and if they do, they could be doing it in the spring, which is going to cause even more chaos because I think most teams would love to have Lincoln Kienholz or Devin Brown starting for them. But man, oh man, Buckeye fans, you've got to be feeling good about yourselves right now. I mean, the number 3 recruiting class, number 9 transfer rank class, and that's going up now that they just got Julian Sayin. I don't even know if that's got Caleb Downs in it yet either, so that's going to shoot up even more. Let me know, Buckeye fans, what you think here in the comments. Are we thrilled that Ryan Day has landed Julian Sayin? Do you think it's going to be Julian Sayin, or do you think it's going to be Aaron Nolan, Lincoln Kienholz? Am I wrong? Is Devin Brown going to win the job? Talk about it in the comments, but another massive win for the Ohio State Buckeyes in the transfer portal, technically, in getting Julian Sayin.